Hello and welcome to Unusual Radio with Tanya. Today it is currently 26 in Warren. It is going to be a high of 51 and partly sunny this morning, but it's going to get cloudy. So, yeah, sounds like a chilly day to me. Anyway, I have been up all night, working on a few things. Good morning, Ed. So yeah, I'm just going to be a bundle of fucking joy here this morning. But at least it's supposed to be nicer until Friday. But it is going to be warm on Friday, even though it's going to be raining. So now I got a bunch of things I want to talk about here. A little mishmash of things. One, of course, has to do with the scab. You know, Ed, I was going to dive right into that because this subject, it just annoys me when you have children and you act like this, and the record that she has, and I don't get it. Anyway, so this guy that she was supposed to marry, how do you put it? They didn't get married. We know that. I covered that. But now they say they're together, but he's apparently not doing well. He had a seizure. She has him at the house. She's taking control of his phone and his email and will not allow his family to see him, blah, blah, blah. And she's spending all of his money. Shocker. Like we didn't know that would happen. So once again, the scab is up to no good. Anyway, so I don't get it. Now, there's also a rumor that she is seeing some R&B guy. I haven't been able to confirm that yet, but I've seen a couple things written up about it. But I'm not going to say it's true yet until I know. But I wouldn't doubt it. Because if he's sick and he's not feeling well and she's not getting the attention that she needs, she's going to be running off, doing all kinds of nasty. So, just saying, got to get that off my chest because that skanko annoys the living fucking shit out of me. Anyway, now, summer's coming. Okay, now, I had started doing my spray tanning, but obviously I'm a pasty bitch right now, so I haven't kept up with it. So I'm thinking I need to get back on that and start doing the tanning. Now, my thing is, for those of you heading into summer, you're anxiously waiting for summer, spring is just about here. Do you go tanning, or do you do a spray tan, or do you do the tanning lotion, whatever it is? I'm just curious, how everyone goes about this. I used to love tanning. I actually have a tanning bed, but it's not hooked up. But now I have the stuff to do the spray tan, and it works out just fine. So I'm thinking that I still want to go that route. I just got to get my butt to do it. So I'm thinking this week I need to start doing my tanning. So I can feel a little more alive and out there and Anyway, now, the next subject, which I'm sure Ed can appreciate, is when you date a girl who belches, whether it's a first date or if it's something that's continued, whatever the case may be, but you're with a girl who belches. Not that I ever would. That's like Ed's department. So I'll just leave that at that. Now, one thing you have to remember, if you're dating a girl who belches, when she said, after she belches and she's like, oh, excuse me, that's when you yell, what? Just to kind of get back at her. Just saying. Or this is just rude, just flat out rude. If you are with a girl and you've been out and you go to kiss her and she belches at you, this applies to a man too. Okay, I'm sorry. If you go to kiss somebody and they are going to belch in your face and you either have her watermelon lip balm and the scent of beer coming at you, that's a no. Okay, now same thing if a guy, you go to kiss him and he's going to belch in your face and you're going to get that fine, what is it, Arlie scent of whatever, that is a no. So on both sides, I think we need to remember it's really not a good idea if you're going to be with someone and they're belching in public. I can see doing it, after you've been with someone, you're hanging with them, you're with friends or like whatever. But overall, it's really not a good idea. Now, if you're dating a girl and you know that she belches, this is something that you could also do, is if she hasn't really met your friends, okay, have your friends, your guy friends, be like gentlemen and ask, just be gentle, be really, whatever. And as everyone warms up to her and she starts feeling comfortable, if she lets out a belch, okay, under those circumstances, because all of a sudden she's feeling comfortable, that's really not okay. Because if she's doing it that early in a relationship, that she's just meeting your friends and she's doing that, there's an issue. Just saying. Okay, because there was like this, I didn't even get through all of it. Because you figure now, if you're going to marry this belching girl, can you imagine what your wedding's going to be like? Let alone the honeymoon. Again, I don't even, it is what it is, but still. Now, the other thing is, if you're with a girl who's going to be princess puffing or blowing full-blown, like, tornadoes out her butt, the power pack, leaf blower, whatever you want to call it, again, you have to remember, if she's going to do this in front of you, that's one thing, or your friends or her friends, that she's comfortable with, or, whatever. You just have to remember, you just started dating, you all go down to the beach, you're hanging out in like this pool, or you're going to the ocean, you're all hanging out together, and what happens? All of a sudden, there are these stanky ass bubbles coming up from the water. And we all know who did it. There's a little problem with that. So this is all coming up because summer's coming up. And you just need to remember, if you have a girl who has wind coming out here or down there in public, it's really not a good thing. Okay? Like I said, at home or when you're with close friends, then everyone's like kind of used to each other. That's one thing. But there's a cutoff for this shit. Okay? Because that means that she's going to be doing it in the crowd, in the family, or around the family, in the pool, at an event. It doesn't matter. The girl's going to let it go. That is not okay. And that applies to the men too. Okay? Don't be blowing wind just because you're comfortable around her and her friends when you go out in public. You can step into the bathroom. This applies to her too. Step in the bathroom. Let her rip. Go outside. Let her rip. You do what you have to do, but you don't do it in public. Everyone does it. I mean, I already did a show on this whole thing with the farting and the princess puffs and all that kind of stuff. Just don't do it in public. I'm just going to leave it at that, because that just is wrong. You don't do it. Okay, now I've come up, or I found a list of things that guys think but don't say. So I'm going to dive into that really quick. Okay, now guys do not like it if a girl treats the server bad, which I agree. We also touched on that when we were saying what we don't like about guys. If you're gonna go on a date and all of a sudden he's gonna be a douchebag to the server, he's got to go, because the man has issues. And if she's like that, she got to go. It's not okay. Guys do not like it if you take too long for a date. If you're going to be late for a date because it takes you that damn long and you didn't start early enough to be ready for that date, there is a problem. I can see running late, from work or like something like that. But when you have a first date or the first couple dates, you have to watch that stuff. Like if you're interested in this guy or this girl, you got to make sure that you are on time. Or pick up the phone. Hey, 10 minutes late. Hey, sorry, whatever. Okay? Just saying. Like I said, summer is coming. Romance is gonna be all over. People are gonna be all up in everybody's shit. So you gotta watch your stuff. Don't just be settling for no shit. I'm just saying. Okay, now a lot of guys do not like selfies during a date. Now I have to say, I'm bad with selfies. Not selfies, but like pictures when I'm out with friends or like whatever. I like pictures. I'm bad with that, so I'd probably be scratched for that. I mean, I wouldn't do it like right away. Like if we're having a good time or something, then maybe, yes, but you always got to capture a moment. It's only there once. Anyway, now the other thing that goes along with that is a lot of guys and a lot of girls do not like when somebody's sitting there, and you're having a conversation. What? Just a minute. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Just 1 minute. Yeah, no, that's not okay. Okay. Unless it's a business meeting and you have a bunch of things going on, put the damn phone down. Okay. Just put it down. So, and guys do not like it when they go out with you and all of a sudden, they know that you're hungry, but you order salad. Okay, girls, this is getting a little freaking old. Okay, we all know everybody eats. Okay, don't be picking at no damn salad when you go on a date. It's just not okay. Just don't do it. Have a burger. Depends on where you're going. Whatever. It doesn't have to be something fancy if you're not really hungry. But don't go for the damn salad. Because in a month, when he sees you eating like a freaking cow, you grazing across the field in a month, he's going to be like, yeah, okay, salad my ass. So just eat. Okay? Now, guys also do not like it when you say that you're into sports that they like. Okay? Which I can understand. If you ask a guy if he likes something, then you find out later on that he doesn't. It's like, dude, why didn't you just say so? It's the same thing with a guy. Don't say that you like something if you don't. I have no problem saying I'm not really into football or baseball. I just like the way the guys look. I don't have any clue what's going on. But, now hockey, we're talking. Okay? Let's go Rangers. Hello. Anyway, so the next thing is Guys do not like it when a girl, which I agree because you look like a damn ass, if you wear shoes that you cannot walk in. Girls, if you cannot put on a pair of stilettos and walk in them properly and not look like you have a stick up your ass, you shouldn't be wearing them. Okay? If you can walk in them gracefully and look good, that's one thing. But if you put them on, you're wobbling, you're trying to find something to steady yourself on. This is without drinking, okay? And, you're kind of hobbling around. You look like a damn ass. There's nothing sexy about that. So leave the damn heels at home until you learn to walk in them. Or prior to the date, take a week and just wear the heels so you get used to them. Just a little bit of advice. Okay, guys, do not like it when you do not have a sense of humor. I can understand that because I certainly do not want to sit with somebody who says, like they are so fucking serious about everything. It's like, my God, like anything, they don't like anything. Everything's just, ugh. I agree with them. Anyway, the next thing, see, now this goes on to the next one, which guys do like a girl with a sense of humor. Okay, now, but then again, I think this depends on the guy. That I could be wrong. I am not a man, last I checked. I think it depends on your type of humor, because there are various types of humor. So where somebody wants a sense of humor, it might not be your sense of humor. So, and that, again, it goes both ways. So that's kind of a tough one. You want it to be funny and light and all that, but you also don't want to make it rude and crude, kind of like the show. So, just saying. Okay, now another thing is, guys do not like it when a girl has no opinion. I get that. I totally understand that. You don't want somebody who's going to agree with every damn thing, because that's not how the world works, like at all. Don't agree with everything. Tell them how you feel. I mean, for God's sakes, put it out there. You want them to know who you are and you want them to like you for you. Spit it out there. If they don't like it, move on to the next guy. It's not a tragedy, okay? There are plenty of men out there. There's no reason to settle for Mo when you can have Joe, okay? Just saying. Now, this is a no for me, okay? Because as everyone knows, you really don't want to hear me sing. Now, my brother can belt it out. My sister can belt it out. You don't want to hear me sing, okay? But this guy wants a girl who can karaoke. Okay, I would clear that house. I would have cans, bottles, everything thrown at me if I sang. It doesn't matter how much anyone had to drink. Trust me, either they'd be yakking, they'd be running. It would not be pretty. So I would have to say, I am not going to do karaoke. That is not going to happen. If you want me to stand up there and talk, I'll do that. But I will not sing. But he wants somebody who sings. So there you have it. But I think that, again, prior to such a date, a guy should say that, make mention of it. So, and I can understand his reasonings behind it, that if she's willing to get up and like have fun and all that kind of stuff, that's great. I agree. I just don't want to hurt people with what comes out of here because you don't want to hear it. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, this other guy has an issue with girls who like Doritos. I can kind of see it, but like it kind of stressed a lot of Doritos. So again, the smell of Doritos when somebody eats them is kind of on a nasty side. So I understand that. Just eating Doritos, on occasion or whatever, fine. You're watching a movie or you're just hanging out or have a couple friends over. That's one thing. Okay. But if he's referring to someone who loves Doritos and wants Doritos all the time. Okay. I understand that. Because I can tell you what, if somebody's going to be coming into my bed, for one thing, you're not going to smell like fish because you can go sleep on a damn couch. And you're not going to smell like no damn Doritos. Or, let me see, anything else? No, I think that's about it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no seafood, no Doritos. I think, yeah, okay. So I kind of get that. But just, a night of whatever, that's like nothing, whatever. So, when you go out on a date, and this again goes for the guys too, okay? When you have somebody who sits there and they act like a damn 12-year-old, okay? You're a grown-ass adult. You're going on a date. Nobody really wants to hear your bullshit, whining, sniveling crap, okay? You go on a date to have a good time, okay? Yes, you want to get to know that person, but guess what? They don't need to know your bullshit. They don't want to hear you whining. None of that shit. Leave the drama fucking at home. You don't even know if you're going to make it to the next date. So just leave it home. I mean, it's not that damn difficult. So I'm just saying, I'm sure Ed has had plenty to say, but this is another one of those days where it's not coming up. So I'll have to let you know in just a minute. This other guy wants to know how many books somebody has at their house. So obviously he's somebody who likes to read, which is that's all fine and good, but a lot of people don't do a lot of reading. So, 1 second, I'm just trying to get to, excuse me. Come on. Find out what's going on here. I think we're having a little traffic jam on my thing. So I'll let you know. Where's that? Here we are. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right. So now, let's see what books. Okay. Oh, this guy has to be a nerd. Okay. And if girls are like this, I say the same thing. Okay. He will not date a girl unless she goes to Taco Bell. Really? Taco Bell's okay once in a while. But I'm not going to make it like a weekly thing. Maybe not even a monthly thing. And I don't think a lot of people do. I'm sure some people do. But that's kind of a little harsh, if you ask me. Taco Bell? I mean, really? Seriously? How old are you, for one? Because if you're a grown-ass man and that's your stipulation, you got to go. Yeah. Okay, now this other one is, he does not like girls who do not pay. Now, for one thing, if it's a first damn date, if you asked her ass out, it's kind of, you should pay. I can see her offering to pay half or whatever. But usually when somebody asks somebody out, they pay. So like I said, you could also say that you want to go Dutch, fine. In the beginning, that's acceptable. But if you go there expecting her to pay when it's a first date, it doesn't really work that way. Like I said, unless you say it in the beginning, it's going to be Dutch, or whatever, but you don't go there expecting her to pay for the first date when you asked her out. So, and I feel the same way about women. If a woman is going to ask a man out, then I think that you should be the one stepping up saying, no, I have this, like, whatever. It goes both ways, people. Goes both ways. You don't ask somebody out and expect them to pay. Doesn't work that way. Just saying. So, let's see, what else do we have? Okay, this guy doesn't like certain tones in a woman's voice. I can kind of get this. Basically, he was saying that he didn't like when you're having a conversation and her voice is all over the place. That kind of reminds me of like, oh my God, like the Valley Girls. I'm like, it's totally fucking rad. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that would annoy me too. So, girls, just keep it real. That's what it all comes down to. Just keep it freaking real. Okay. Now, this one, if you're going on a damn first date, why do you care if she wants kids or no kids? Because if you two are together, say you don't want kids or she doesn't want kids at that time, it does not mean it's not going to change. It just means at this time. She's not looking at you saying, oh, yeah, you're going to be my baby daddy. It's a first date. Come on, people. Really? That's just unrealistic. Okay, you're going to be doing a lot of lone dating if that's what you're expecting, because that's just about a bunch of bullshit. So, and this other guy says that he bases, if he's going to have a second date, on her footwear. Now, I can understand that, because if I go out with a man, I don't want to see, I mean, it depends on where you're going, but I don't want to see some sloppy ass sneakers. I don't want to see work boots unless you're going to a place that would call for that. I'd rather see like leather loafer, some kind of nice something, nothing too fancy, but nothing slobbish, but something casually nice. If you're going someplace really fancy, then it calls for it. But yeah, I don't want to see your nasty, dirty sneakers, and your work boots. No, doesn't work that way. Just like I'm sure you don't want to see, a girl wearing her flat little like nursing shoes or some shit with a pair of jeans. No. So I can understand that, kind of. Like I said, it depends on where you're going, but usually, I don't know where people go these days. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been on a date, so I don't know. Anyway, so I'd love to hear what everyone else has to say about these things that it says that men think but don't say. Now, that's the other thing, is if you're going to think this stuff, why don't you just say it? This way the girl knows, because if the girl doesn't know, how is she supposed to represent properly? The same way when a girl goes out with a guy, you let them know, hello, half of these things are really just self-explanatory, just like, I don't even understand some of these things that people go through, why they even have these surveys, because like people, I swear to God, people are just, they get stupider every year. Ugh, it's sad to say. But I didn't have these issues growing up. You didn't have to worry about this crap because, you know, you just kind of knew that you had to look presentable. You knew that you had to do this. You knew you shouldn't do this. You know, it was just proper etiquette. So I don't get it. Not at all. Not even in the least. So, all right. With that happy note, I hope I gave you something to think about today. Ed and I will be back this evening with, of course, probably something vulgar and obnoxious, as usual. But, or maybe not. Maybe I'll tell him we have to talk about butterflies. Hey, now the last time I did try to talk about certain issues, I got yelled at from everyone out there because, yeah, we didn't quite have our normal, I guess, conversations that we normally would. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of forbidden here if we try to be nice on here. Sad but true. Anyway, Gus, I don't know if you got to hear any of these lists on dating and all that kind of stuff. What men think but don't say. So if you haven't, or if you didn't hear it, you know, let us know, because I think it goes both ways for the girl and the guy, but a girl has to know, or you have to tell her before, you know, you can't expect something from someone if you don't express how you feel. That is all I'm saying. And these stupid lists that they have, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So, and then also with the tanning, do you spray tanning bed, or do you just wait till summer? I personally don't want to wait till summer because I'm a pasty ass bitch and I need some damn color. So I'm going to do a spray tan. I'm going to start this week so I can get rid of some of this pasty nastiness. So, yes. Now, I do believe I need to go work out, and I need to get my butt to bed since I have not been to bed since yesterday. So, anyway, with that happy note, I hope everyone has a great day, and Ed and I will be back tonight. And yeah, I guess that's it. Have a good one. Till tonight.